everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a so for the call of this Week 13 matchup. Let's bring in our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
They come out here in the eye. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. See. And to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the left side, this is Stills. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. this time with Hill. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Bortles to throw on second down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Got an open man. It's a noon one. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that same...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Down. They set up the screen to Martin. That's strong running. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as... Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's got time in the pocket, letting one go deep for a noon walk. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Bortles now to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Looking for someone to throw to. Third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he finds the tight end Rodgers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it.
Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Eric Decker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was into the field.
And that's really difficult to do, but they found it and exploited it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Jones. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jets defense as they ready themselves. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect.
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 6 to top speed and complete that play.
Barth now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Hill, the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Hill shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. Here's Brandon Fields now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Green, get you now, Barney.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Barth for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A final shot before half for Bortles. Finding time. Letting one go deep for a noon one. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach, and Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jets. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Hill. And an alley to run. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. They'll look to throw here. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he is out of bounds all the way up at midfield.
Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. They'll come out in the pistol. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And a look at Jeremy Hill as he heads back out there now. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of the game. If they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for New York.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's got time in the pocket. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 10 yards to go on third. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Backing up. Great protection. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Second down following the run. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up a throw. And able to find Dorsett. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 21st touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And let's count them. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Jalen Marshall. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Now Bortles throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's a gain of 14 there, and that's good for a Jet first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Bortles again. Surveying the field. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big...
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll run it with Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jeremy Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now Myers for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the way that he ran last week has not been duplicated here. What gives, Charles?
I don't know. Maybe it was the big meal he took him for after the game last week. I don't know. Being a little bit facetious here, but I do know that after last week's game, the coaching staff awarded game balls to every starting offensive lineman. They're not playing to the same level this week. I don't know if they're seeing different things on defense that have really fouled things up in their blocking scheme.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Philip Dorsett, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now Bortles. He's got his man, Boyd. Time for a break. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Bortles to throw on second down. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Bortles. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. That'll bring up second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw, it's Bortles. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Bortles. The open man is Smith. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting through. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 3rd down now following the run. They'll set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory.
Holding offense.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.